Okay, that just got really dark. David's trying to track down, I don't know, a giant dragonfly that's trying to eat us, so he decided to turn off the light. Hopefully I don't die. Oh, light's back. It's like the world's largest dragonfly ever, babe. And there's nobody here. And if nobody's here in 15 minutes, I'm out.
All right.
So, yeah.
Good deal.
So.
Did you actually start it? Yeah, it started.
It looks like it started.
Hey, guys.
So, David.
Yes, dear. I might need to grab a beer. Anything starts off like
that. Okay.
Okay.
Tonight we're going to talk about nothing. Because that's what we do. We talk about nothing. None of you are here. Nobody's here. So now I have to talk to David for this whole time. So we're going to play a game called Ask David Questions. David?
Yep.
If you could be an animal, what would you be?
An animal, what would I be?
What is your spirit animal?
All right. I guess do we get to have the same mentality as we had as a human and just in this animal form, or do we have to be as dumb as the fucking animal?
I mean, I feel like that's kind of saying the same thing because you're.
You know what? Fuck it up.
You set that up. Okay. Say it. What is your spirit animal?
Oh shit.
What relates the most to you as you?
It's probably an eagle, man.
Why an eagle?
They're fucking brutal. They're fucking free as hell. They're all over the damn place.
So what you're saying is I've tied you down and you want to run away. This is what I hear you saying.
Well, you know.
Your spirit animal is not tied down.
It's all open to interpretation.
And flying freely without me.
Whatever.
So nothing that mates for life, like a penguin or something like that.
Have you seen how penguins live? I am not going to be a fucking penguin ever.
You'd be great.
How the fuck would you do as a penguin? Seriously, if you're talking about mating for life shit, I mean, for one, I think we both fucked that idea up already. And the last thing we're going to do is become penguins to be together. Well, no, she didn't fuck that up. And I didn't actually fuck it up either. I just said fuck off and peace out.
There's a lot of hostility in your voice tonight.
Well, the last thing I'm going to do to recoup my life in relationships is going to be becoming a fucking penguin. They live a miserable
a hawk,
life. And none of them spend much time together. They're always fucking away from each other.
Listen, though. Your first words out of your mouth was, I want to be a hawk or eagle because they're savage or whatever, and free and do whatever they want.
Free as fuck. But they procreate.
How am I supposed to take that? Okay.
I bet eagles spend more time together than fucking penguins do.
Okay, again, I don't think that's a thing.
And on top of that, you get beautiful mountain scenery, freaking eat fish. I guess penguins eat fish.
What up, Blake? Too. Drive home, drive safe, get there. Okay, so what's my spirit animal? Okay, if I were to give you a spirit animal.
What's up, Blake?
Okay, so
spirit animal.
I'm going to give you one. Spirit animal.
Oh, you're picking my spirit animal?
Yes.
I thought this was what animal would you want to be? What are you talking about, spirit animal?
That's true.
I thought a spirit animal is more like what embodies who you are and kind of matches more of your persona.
That's what I thought you were saying.
Mindset and mentality. If that's the case, it'd be a fucking Wolverine or a badger. Some fucking pissed off, angry little fucker hiding behind fucking logs and shit.
You're saying the F word a lot right now. I'm going to need you to simmer down. Okay.
This is not monetized. Children, do not watch.
So you would be a badger that bites things and hurts things because
you pick out the dumbest shit to say. Man, I'm gonna have to take notes.
I think your spirit animal is a chipmunk.
Okay.
Spastic.
Explain.
Spastic. It moves around a lot. It freaks out. It's real twitchy. It can't sit still, and it's constantly eating.
Constantly eating. I literally eat dinner every day, and that's
I know,
it.
but if you could, you would eat constantly. David is mopping up antibiotics off of his face from his giant infection, which is gross, but it's fine.
Giant infection.
Your face was
no longer giant.
Okay, if I was an animal, I would be a giraffe, obviously, because I'm tall and awkward.
Tall, redhead, freckles. Freckles.
Born 6 feet tall.
What's up, Fuego?
Okay, but...
Are you doing the link thing?
But... Oh. Okay, so what would I be if you did it to give me one?
Did it, pick it, me.
What is my animal? Or a pig. Because I like to eat, not do things, and just wallow in my emotions.
You do not wallow.
I wish I could, though.
No, you don't.
Fun. I wallow really well.
You take a shower if you sneeze the wrong way.
Okay, clean.
Wallowing would not be it.
Ah, yes, Fuego. David is a camel, excessive drinker, stubborn as all get out, and oh, there's so much I could go with this. Humpy.
I'm humpy. Yeah, I'm a humpy motherfucker.
Yes.
Or I'm sorry, a humpy filler.
Thank you. I know.
Oh, what would you be? Oh my goodness.
Fantastic.
No, you'd probably be
Hummingbird.
more like a Tasmanian devil.
Wow, that escalated very fast.
Yeah, well, I'm on the outside looking in. Okay.
A Tasmanian devil.
Yeah, have you seen
if I
those?
had the energy of a Tasmanian devil, so much would happen and get done, and I do not have that.
No, you're 100 fucking miles an hour all the time, and you just don't get a lot.
Wow. Wow.
Well, you're always spazzing about mental shit. So mentally, like you could be sitting there watching TV, like, oh shit. Oh my God, how did I forget that? Because your brain's like...
Because I have to keep track of all of you children.
And you ever seen a Tasmanian devil spaz out on shit that it don't like? Like...
No, but I feel like I need to Google that.
I think you should check out some Tasmanian devil shit.
I think that all I can think about is Looney Tunes and Tasmanian devils, and he didn't communicate well. And
then again,
I communicate very well, and if I didn't, you people would have.
No, I didn't, Link.
Okay, whatever.
It's not in there.
Okay, Fuego, whatever that emblem is supposed to be, it didn't come out. It just is a bar. My wife would probably say a square.
That would be a rectangle.
Whatever, it was a joke.
Not equal sides.
Videos of Tasmanian devils. The last living Tasmanian devils on Earth.
And you see them beady fucking eyes? Always fucking...
They look like, okay, first off, they look like little puppies. I would be a Labrador Retriever. I am loyal. I am cuddly. I will take care of you. You can train... Oh, skunk. Okay, I don't know what to do with that. Fuego said skunk. I would be a Labrador because I could be trained, because I didn't put it in there because there's one person there.
Oh.
I could be trained to take care of you and meet all of your needs emotionally and physically if you were handicapped. Which you basically are emotionally.
I don't think you can technically relate a human and dog to all needs.
I could.
No. Mm-hmm. You'd be, that's called bestiality.
Wow!
Isn't it?
Wow!
Yeah, you're an animal fucker.
Stop talking!
You said all needs.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
All mental and physical needs.
Okay, but why would she call you a skunk, Fuego? Because that feels very stinky.
Fuego, do you stink?
Fuego stinky. Okay, David Don't shake things. It looks like we're having an earthquake. David, where are we going on Friday?
To bed.
David.
San Diego.
Woo woo. We're going to live in a box down by the river, but it'll be fine. People we're supposed to stay with now have COVID. So I don't know what to do with that. It'll be great. It'll be fine. We could go live in the tent city with the homeless people downtown. Yeah. Yeah, buddy. We could. Okay, hang on a second. How do we do this? There you go. Stay classy.
See who we can get in here.
Fuego.
Talking.
Fuego's our only friend. Consistently our only friend is Fuego. We appreciate you. Okay, and my husband's now on Facebook, so he's gonna just start disappearing into
No, it's just
it's a lightning bug. Never mind, carry on.
Don't cry. I was just messaging.
Oh look, he's on Facebook again. And he's gonna stay there forever.
No, I'm not. Motherfucker, man.
A lot of words. I am so tired. We were at the pool all day today.
Yes.
First off. Oh, there's our friend.
Hi.
We have a friend.
Hi.
Woo! What's going on?
Thanks for being our friend.
Anytime.
We don't have many.
Where is?
Oh, yep. Okay, you're right there. That's it. It's us. Yeah.
No,
we were at the pool all day today. Came home. David took a 2-hour nap while I went and worked and did a photo shoot in 95-degree heat with like 120% humidity. So he's like, we're going to go live. And I'm like, I'm freaking tired. And he's like, no, we're going to go live. And I'm like, no, I'm freaking tired. Here we are going live. Who won?
Wow. That nap really helped out, didn't it, David?
Yeah, it did. I woke up. I was like, hey, let's do
Usually
something.
he wakes up from naps and he's the spawn of Satan and hates life and everyone. And if you look at him wrong, he'll bite your face off.
I really do.
I am like a chronic napper. Like I could nap all day, every day and still go to sleep at like 9 o'clock at night and sleep 10 hours. Like I am a professional napper.
Yeah.
4 kids, 11 years, napped every day with them.
Yeah.
That explains
David
a lot.
is not. They napped until the day they started kindergarten. It was like bad for all of them. That I take responsibility for that. But yeah.
How you doing, Fuego?
I got to have something that gone really wrong the day before for me to take a nap. So,
yeah,
either like 3 or 4 hours of sleep the night before, or something. Otherwise, no nap.
I'm usually up really early.
Mm-hmm.
Like it doesn't matter, work days, weekends, no matter what. And I try to stay up. I don't try to. I don't mind going to bed these days.
His age is catching up with him.
Yeah, I don't mind. Normally, like back in the day, it would have been like go to bed at like 2 a.m., wake up at 5:30, 6 a.m., maybe 7. And then now it's like 9:30, 10 o'clock. Sometimes looks pretty damn good for laying down.
Oh, yeah.
So, but yeah, that sun, man, it kicked my butt. Couple beers, 1 or 2.
You are inside, right?
I am inside, yes.
Okay, because he's wearing a hoodie, and I was like, is it not hot over there?
No, it's not. They're the Pacific Northwest.
But isn't it humid? Don't you get humidity?
No, it's like 80 degrees outside, but we had problems with our AC unit. Like it went out, and then they had to come in, and when they installed the furnace, which is in the attic, they forgot to put the drain valve in, for the condensate.
Nice.
So, anyway, they got that fixed, and ever since, that like the AC is like going bananas. And my wife is out of town. It's hooked to her phone. I can't even control it. I'm sitting in here, and it's like 50 degrees. It feels like 50 degrees in here. And don't know how to. I mean, you can't physically go there and turn a dial to like the temperature that you want.
Oh yeah.
It's off some app, and I'm like, so I have to go to the closet and bust out a hoodie.
Yeah, no crap.
I wear a hoodie in the house 24/7, and he has it at like 68, and I'm freezing constantly. So,
yeah,
don't ask me. I literally always in a hoodie.
Most
blankets,
of the summer,
everything.
It's like t-shirt at the most inside.
But we're in the garage, so it's nice and humid and hot out here. But we have a fan on us.
We're currently sitting at 84 now.
David has to have his, his smoking breaks, and it got too hard trying to bring the computer back and forth, and I'm not about sitting here by myself. So, what'd you do today, Fuego?
It was mostly while the wife is out of town, the boys will play.
Oh, so yes,
that's what it was about today. So, a couple guys over, hung out, did some, made some food, that sort of thing, and then did a little work around, try to clean up, before the wife gets home, makes it look like I didn't destroy anything, that kind of thing. So
smart man.
Did you test any more of the base on your brick fascia?
No, I got to figure that whole thing out. I'm not really sure. I don't really think it was my fault, but it could have been. My wife assumes it was my fault, and it's not. It's not like brick house. It's not like bricks that are stacked on top of each other.
Oh no, it's just the fascia. Yeah. They're like brick tiles.
Yeah, and they're different colors and different shapes, and it's decorative, and so already one fell off, and I'm tempted though. See if you follow my plan. So I talked to the builder. It's a new house, right? The house is under warranty for a year. So the warranty is going to expire in February. So I think I should put as much base as I possibly can in right now.
I am 100% with you on that. Your mentality is 100% correct. Shake the living shit out of that thing. If it's a new home, you're under warranty, and there's already fascia falling off, give it 3 years and see what's happening, man. It'll be non-existent.
I'm just going to crank it up, right?
Yeah, crank it up. Tell your wife you're doing quality control here, babe. Step back. I love you. Knock the bricks off that damn thing.
That's it. So that's my plan right now. So
yes, definitely. Especially if it's under a year old, if it's a new construction and it's already got brick falling off the front, like somebody failed on their whole mortar application.
Yeah, I haven't inspected exactly, any details of it, but I'm going to talk to the guy when he comes out here and ask him, what exactly did they do here?
Yeah.
Hey, it's Harold.
What's up?
What's up, Harold? What's in your coffee mug? Is it coffee? Tell the truth.
Oh, sure. Yes, it's coffee. I'm not cold. The hoodie, coffee. No, it is arm's reach of the fridge.
Ah, there you go. Yeah.
Well, there you go.
I was like, other things warm me up too, other than coffee. Where are our drinks? Are they still in the cooler?
Yep. Sitting on ice. Let me grab you one.
Right down. This is like one of those thermos mugs, so it keeps things cold. And that's why I should rip down one of the kicker koozies off the wall, but
yeah,
they're up there for decoration. I didn't feel like snagging one down.
That's enough again.
Yeah.
It's yellow. It's got yellow on it.
Koozie. It's about as far.
So you guys still heading to San Diego? Your trip still on?
Sort of, yeah. We're supposed to leave Friday, but then I just got a message that the family we're staying with has COVID. So hopefully that'll be taken care of. But yeah, we fly in at I think we get there at 11:30 at night on Friday, and then Saturday we have to hang out and do stuff and for me to show him places, and then Sunday most of the day, but eat all of the Mexican food. And then Sunday I have photo shoots all night. So from like 3 to 8. And then Monday, hang out again. Monday night, more photo shoots. And then we leave at 6 a.m. on Tuesday.
So photo shoots, are you a photographer then?
Yeah, I've been a photographer for 12 years this month. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, so all of my kids, my oldest son is going to be a senior this year, and all of his friends are seniors. So I'm going back to do senior pictures for some of them. So every trip we go on is a working trip because it's the only way we can afford it. So whenever we're traveling, I'm usually doing photo shoots to like offset stuff. And then I can write off a lot of stuff. So
yeah, I've got a good friend of mine. He's a photographer too. And he's traveled all over the place as part of his business, you know?
Yeah.
So that's cool. That'll be fun.
I don't normally
a great place.
Well, he's never been. So I'm super excited for him to try real Mexican food. Southern California.
Real Mexican food and no shortage of Corona. I can guarantee you that.
I know, right? He's totally made for it. It's all Corona all the time. Every place you go, don't even have to ask. You're not that old to do senior stuff. Yeah, I am. My oldest is going to be a senior next year. I'm got a senior. Yup. I mean, I had him when I was 12, but thanks. Freaking old. Freaking old, man. I'm in college, 40, just down there. So, yeah. All the senior things, all of it. My first one, and I'm freaking out. But do you have recommendations for things to do in San Diego? Because I can't narrow it down. All I know is I want to eat Mexican food and go to the beach.
And that sounds good to me.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a baseball fan, you know, going to a baseball game is always.
Nope.
I would say the beach is probably what I would focus on then.
I was a huge Chargers fan, and well, we know how that ended up. They are now in LA. Yeah. Screw them, sellouts, whatever. I've been to a couple Padre games. I don't like baseball. It's too slow for me. It's just not.
Yeah, baseball's not my game.
Nope.
Years ago, I didn't mind it much at all, but same with basketball. For some reason, I don't know, the game changed a little bit, and it just I didn't change with it. I didn't follow it through.
You absolutely cannot go wrong with the beach and Mexican food. I mean,
food to me, that's speaking my language. I just want to taste some of this food. Like when I lived in Florida for like 8 years, I didn't spend near as much time finding all those little hole in the wall places that had like really good food. Like you're down there and I just get into freaking work mode, and then all of a sudden you're moving back to Michigan. Like, damn, I wasted like 8 years passing things up. And then all of a sudden you're sitting back in Michigan eating Taco Bell.
There is a time and a place for Taco Bell all the time. I love Taco Bell.
And there's a good mix of food. No,
food classification.
Yeah. Taco Bell isn't even Mexican food. I don't even call Taco Bell Mexican food.
It's comfort food.
It's Taco Bell, and that's and really the only thing I like there is the straight up hard shell tacos.
Yeah, just steer clear of the Taco Bell of San Diego, which is El Pollo Loco.
El Pollo Loco and Del Taco. They're awful.
I'm not going to eat no Taco Bell in San Diego.
Mm-hmm.
There's not a chance.
Burger King, when I left, Burger King had tacos, like dollar tacos, and they were horrible. But
Burger King
had tacos
in San Diego.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's fun.
I'll tell you what, the last time I was in San Diego, we were installing this big water filtration system at a shipyard down there, and I was down there with the owner of the company, who lived not in San Diego at the time, so he knew every Mexican restaurant you could imagine. I busted my ass like 70 hours that week, you know. And at the end, he's like, "Hey, Jason, I want to take you out for a nice for Mexican," and I was like, "All right, this is great." He takes me to the El Pollo Loco drive-thru. I was so fucking pissed.
Oh my gosh. I would have lost my shit.
What is this El Pollo Loco? Is that like the local?
El Pollo Loco it's like chicken is basically their stuff. So they're a chicken joint. It's a Mexican chicken joint.
Yeah.
And then they have like some Mexican taco stuff, but it's not known for that. It's not what it's supposed to be. It's like the Mexican version of chicken, but it's a lot of grilled chicken and stuff like that. But oh my gosh, I would have been so taken, especially when every corner you have to find a Mexican restaurant that has an O in the end of it. Like it has to be a hole in the wall, like a little shack in a driveway or someplace. And it's got to be El Panchos or Ranchos or Pablo's, or it has to end in O. And most of the time they don't even have like dining room. It's like a walk-in or a drive-through, and it's
and there's 2 or 3 generations of the family making the food.
All of them working. The young ones are taking the order. Grandparents in the back still cooking. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that sounds like.
And carne asada fries. So excited. I'm so excited. All I want to do is eat.
She went and she went and hung out with her friend once and had sent me a picture of this burrito, and it was freaking massive. I'm not lying. Like,
it looked like a baby.
She's sitting in front of like this thing. Did look like it could have been a swaddled newborn baby. Like, are you eating children, or is that actually a burrito? It looked so fulfilling. It looked
all I want.
Like for you and the entire freaking family. I was like, oh my God, that thing is massive. And I was really jealous.
And I will eat all of it. I waste nothing. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. And everyone's like, well, what about seafood and blah, 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 which don't get me wrong. I love the raw oysters and some sushi, but like you can get that. It may not be the best sushi, but I can get that here. But you cannot get Mexican food that tastes like Southern California Mexican food. Because, you know, there's all types of Mexican food, but nothing is better. I'm so excited. Whenever we travel, like whenever he goes to Denver with me for photos, we literally just mark our whole day by where we want to eat.
Yeah.
Like we get on like, what is that app we use?
That Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives.
Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. And we like map out places. And so we always just
like I used to I like watch a lot of cooking shows. I love cooking. I love grilling, mostly grilling and stuff like that. And I do like playing around in the kitchen. And so I watch a lot of cooking shows. And I just, man, some of the places that they go to, you're like, I would love, like, you know, like, I mean, they're running an entire series of shows. So you're not going to visit every damn one of them. I have no aspirations to. But if, like, she found this app and it's like, oh, you can literally, like,
whatever city you're in,
enter the city you're going to,
all the places he's been.
The places that they filmed at, and it's like, oh, I remember that episode. Yep, let's try that one. That's a good one. Like out of 5 or 6 or 7 or whatever, it's like, yeah, that one and that one, we should try that. The other ones, but you know, I don't really need to. It wouldn't, you know, I'd go to all of them honestly. If I was just balling out of control and just didn't have to worry about nothing, I'd just hop in the RV and just coattail his ass. I'll eat my way through the U.S.
Yep, that's what we do. And we talk about, like, we want to go down to New Orleans because the food. We want to eat our way through the South to New Orleans and back up. We want to go to the East Coast because we want to eat all the seafood and come back. Like, that's how we plan, like, what we want to do is where we can eat because we like to eat. Which, that's the San Diego thing, too, is all the ethnicities. There's so many. There's Ethiopian.
And that's
Peruvian,
the thing about Florida that was a bummer that I totally wasted.
Because you had a horrible wife.
Florida was a melting pot of, like, America. And it was, like well, not even just America, just multiple cultures down in Florida. There's a vast variety of everything everywhere. Like,
you had some of that Cuban food down there, did you, David?
What's that?
Did you have some of that Cuban food down there?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Oh, I love Cuban.
Oh, yeah. There was, I mean, I'm not saying I totally wasted every minute. It's not like I'm at a McDonald's and Chick-fil-A every day my entire life down there. No, I found some great, there was tons of Cuban restaurants down there. On the East Coast, when I lived in Fort Lauderdale and I was going down to like South Beach and stuff like that, and doing a lot of trips down, like up along, back and forth in that little span. there are tons of restaurants and tons of places that you just stop in, like a quick bite, and I don't know. I guess it was weird. Maybe I didn't value it as much as I did, or register it as much as I should have. But
because now he has me, and I teach him.
Yeah. What about these cooking skills? I got a question for you. I know that you do a fair amount of camping, right? Do you have some specialty camp meals that you make there, David?
We're bougie. We like have steak and fish.
Oh yeah. No, we cook like we're at home.
Yeah.
I cook like I'm at home. The only difference is a lot more open fire cooking, which I do a lot of grilling. Like I love grilling. I love wood smoke flavor. I just like grilling on heat and fire. So that's going camping. It's not like I'm switching things up a whole lot from what I do at home. I'm not missing the microwave when I go camping or anything.
But the kids' favorite
the only time I use the
Chicken
microwave is like to warm my coffee back up. Because I like really hot coffee. So every time I top my coffee off, 40 seconds in the freaking microwave, that's the only time I miss a microwave. But when you're camping, I already started a fire usually before anybody wakes up. So my coffee cup's sitting right on the rim of the fireplace. So
that's one thing we do prep ahead. We take, because we have chickens, we get a big bunch of chickens, eggs and stuff, and we scramble them and we make breakfast burritos ahead of time.
Oh yeah.
So it's like eggs and ham, bacon.
Oh yeah, that's technically like a specialty.
And we fold it up, and each one is in a foil, and we freeze them. So then when we go camping, kids just grab them and throw them in the fire. And so then that's like their breakfast. So that's like, but everything else is like, it really is just the same because we do grill so much. I mean, the sides might be a little less extravagant, but I mean, we are always steak, always some type of chicken, fish, burgers, hamburgers, just because, you know.
Yeah.
Hot dogs and hamburgers are always a winner just because they're simple, easy, especially if you have a long beach day, if you're doing like a quick lunch or something like that, if you go back to the campsite.
Pulled pork. He smokes pulled pork here at the house. We take the extras and freeze it, and then we do pulled pork nachos.
Yep.
That's our simplest.
Campfire pulled pork. And it's really just kind of prepping them. So I say the breakfast burritos is a fun. She came up with that one. I don't know, Pinterest or something gave her the idea, or who knows.
I just like pork.
No, the breakfast burritos.
Oh, the breakfast burritos. I was just trying to figure
out. And they're so good. So you just have one night that you just get, you know, her son, he doesn't mind cooking a little bit. And if it's just him and her, he's all in. If anybody else is around, I'd screw you guys, piss off. But if it's just him and her, it's like everybody leave them alone. They're prepping for camping.
Yeah, we just do an assembly line.
So they just build a bunch of burritos. And those things are so good. They're awesome as far as cooking. Like you don't need a whole lot of prep. You throw them right in next to the coals, kind of flip them around here and there, and that's a good camp.
What about these pulled pork nachos? You know, when I made some of these, I take one of those like aluminum foil pans, and I stick the chips down there. I stack everything up on top, put some foil on top, and stick it in the fire. Is that how you do it, or?
No, we just do the pork. The pork, he reheats it in the fire, make sure it's hot, but then I just have the toppings. So.
If it's just us going, then yes, we have done like straight up assembled nachos heated up on the grill or on the fire
like
pit.
In a foil thing, we'll do that. Yeah, he and I, when it's
the kid, some of the kids don't.
They don't appreciate it.
None of them. They're all finicky eaters. You know.
Okay. You need the topping bar, right?
Not like.
Yes, my kids are not finicky.
They want to put their stuff together. Yes. They're not finicky. They just want to assemble.
Yeah, so we have like black beans. Pico de gallo, lettuce, all that stuff like that. And so
me and her, we can easily just say, yep, boom, 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 warm it up, and then we just smash it. They're like, nope, I want some of this, and I want some of this. I like more of that. I like less of this, and no, I don't want any of that. So
but we're that family that's cooking steaks and smashing steaks and potatoes camping.
When you're set up for that, you're not out there in a pup tent or anything, right?
No. We gotta.
I mean, our kids are. Yes, they have to earn a right to sleep in the camper. So, like, we're in the camper.
No, it's not earn a right to sleep in the camper. It's earn a right to go buy your own damn camper if you choose to.
Okay. And we have 4 kids. There's only 2 beds for them in the camper, so they kind of switch through. The youngest stays in the camper with us, but the other 2, they each have their own tent, and they're like nice big tents, so it's not like they're
they both got like, one of them likes a little teeny small tent, and it's like a 3-man tent. Then the other guy, the older one, I mean, really, they just kind of switch around. So we got a big old 10-man tent that I set up, 3-man, and we got 2 3-man tents, and we just set those all up, and then we just let them pick and choose, and they get bored of it, and then they like swap around. Like last time
we're basically a homeless village living in when we go camping.
That's an absolute lap of luxury. When I was a kid, my dad would give me a sleeping bag and tell me to sleep underneath the trailer.
Yeah, we had a pop-up.
Sometimes you sleep on the picnic table.
We did a pop-up for 1 year. And then we were like, all right, because I grew up camping, and I was like, man, we just need a freaking camper, something that, because we had a storm with the pop-up camper, and everybody was jammed in there, and it was probably...
So there were 7 of us.
The foggiest, most miserable, sticky, humid rainstorm night ever.
And let's keep in mind that my kids, like, Xander is 6'4", Ronan is 6'2". Like, these are not small people. We're jamming into these kids.
No, they're big boys. They're linebackers.
So they're like laying in the floor and they're like taking up. But I didn't grow up camping, so I'm not like, this is all new.
Yeah, now we got like a 28-foot Sportsman, full size, like house size queen bed for the main bed, and then it's a bunkhouse also, so it's got 2 beds in the back. Full bathroom, full kitchen, like it's camping. But
say hi to Blake.
Hello, Blake. I was just running my mouth. What's up, man? How you doing?
I don't think I've ever officially met Blake. Hi, Blake.
Hi.
I'm the drunk wife.
No, I'm the drunk husband. You're the wife who has to deal with me by inebriating yourself and
wait. So Blake works with Kicker. Yeah.
No.
Audio.
DD Audio.
Yeah. My bad.
Oh, you're good.
He's the DD guy.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Is it like Dungeons and Dragons?
No. No, there's actually an audio brand DD, not Dungeons and Dragons.
I whispered for a reason.
I don't know. Blake looks like he might play Dungeons and Dragons.
I do.
Okay. So does my son. He loves it.
That's not an insult. I mean, there's tons of people who play Dungeons and Dragons. Actually, I wish I would have.
Stranger Things made it cool again.
Yeah, I've been playing before Stranger Things.
It's always been cool. Stranger Things is cool because of Dungeons and Dragons.
Well, I had the parents from Stranger Things that were convinced that there was like of the devil and everything, but both my brothers played and like hand painted their little guys and stuff like that. And my parents were just like, they're going to hell. They're all going to die.
Seriously?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
yeah, but
my mom had like a little bit of that when I started playing.
It's a cult.
Conjuring of the devil. Yeah. No, now my son plays, and I'm like, oh, it's good for you using your imagination, and like, it's really cool. So,
oh yeah,
no judgment.
My brother got into that stuff back in the day, when it was still the board game and all that stuff, and that just led him down a path to comic books and all other sorts of stuff. And my parents were worried about him. He barely graduated high school, and now he owns this giant comic book store, makes a ton of money. I mean, he's doing fantastic.
Oh, I bet.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he's doing fantastic.
Yeah, if you have a comic book store, you're probably doing pretty good, and you're smart enough to know what you're doing with it.
and he opened his comic book store like 20 years ago, before all the superhero movies and all this stuff was coming out. Yeah, he's doing all right.
Does he live by you?
Yeah, about a half hour away. So.
Does he ever go to Comic-Con?
He has a big trade show booth there.
That's my bucket list dream. Every time, like for years, we would just go walk around outside the area, because there's tons of stuff set up outside and you'd see people dressed up and everything like that. But we never, I mean, tickets were like lottoed. And if you had been the year before, you automatically got the first wave, and we just never got in. But that's a bucket list. I think that would be freaking awesome.
Yeah, he does all that stuff.
Yeah.
So cool. How many siblings do you have, Fuego?
I just have the one older brother, and he's about 4 years older than me, and he moved out of the house. I was probably 14 when he moved out of the house, so it was like in my teenage years, I grew up sort of single child.
Yeah, my brothers were 5 and 7 years older, and they were out long before. But Blake, how many do you have?
I've got an older sister, and she stayed throughout all of the weekends and stuff when she was in college. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
She finally got married and moved out, so I now have the bathroom to myself.
She finally.
Yeah.
Aww.
I want my own bathroom.
Wait, Blake, how old are you?
I'm 21.
Just gonna sit with that. Everyone in my life is like I'm in college right now, going back to school, and all the kids in my class are 22, 23, and the oldest is 27.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, yeah. So shut up.
Oh my goodness, man. We had this little moment. We're sitting there in the pool and she's telling me about her day. It says, so one of your college student mates, whatever, asked about who can name an Ice-T song. And I sat there and I'm like, I don't know the name of not one damn song. Then we get back home. Well, I wake up from my nap, my beautiful little Saturday afternoon nap.
Because he's old.
And I'm like, I gotta check this out. So I look up Ice-T, and there was like so many damn songs. I could not think of the name. I don't know the names of anything. And then I'm like, oh my God, like OG, Original Gangster, Colors. Man, there's so many of them. And I'm like, I think I listened to Ice-T a lot more than I think I did back in the day. So it was just stupid because you're thinking like, oh my goodness, man. I listen to tons of music. Like I'm not just stuck on one brand of music. It's not like, oh yeah, I'm rap 100% of the day. Like I'm country.
Unless
rock
he's
and
drunk,
roll,
then it's
everything.
100%.
Depends on what mood I'm in. Drunk.
Oh, if he's sad drunk, then it's country. Deep country.
What song? What kind? What's the go-to sad country song?
Morgan Wallace.
Well, his name is Morgan
Wallen.
What about that? He's not sad.
He is. He's talking about all breakups.
No, he's talking about fucking.
No, Tennessee Whiskey.
No.
When you were Bacardi drunk, it
was. Oh no, when I was
Bacardi,
man, when I'm Bacardi drunk, shit, I could probably get pissed off and.
No, but I know how drunk he is by when I come home from something. If the music is really, really loud and it's like T.I. is his go-to.
Oh, that's when you want to punch a motherfucker.
That's his go-to. Super drunk, super loud, and it's so loud. It's so loud. You walk in the house, it's so loud. I'm like, oh my God, we're loud music drinking already. That's when I know.
Go back to the store. I need my living room space.
I don't even know what that is.
I know.
If I were ever to get as drunk as David is capable of drinking,
you got 6 people in this house. I know you forgot something at the store.
7 years. I drink and I go to bed. I'm like, I'm tired.
Yeah, it's not that loud. She can fall asleep through it.
I sleep with earplugs because you snore.
No.
It's loud.
I mean, just jamming out, right? I mean,
yeah, that's it.
Yep.
That's all I do.
Yeah, I was.
Wait, what'd you say?
I'm currently in the process of building a set of bookshelf speakers, so today I finally got to start tuning the crossovers and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And when I asked Jessica for advice, he specifically said, like, crank it as loud as it will go, because that's going to show off all the issues. I had to, like, hide on the other side. listening to it. With my laptop, I'd have to turn it off, go over to my laptop, which was right next to it, like change the settings, and then go back and
take it all
tune
in.
again. Yeah.
I tell you, I got myself in some real trouble here about a year and a half ago or so. It was when I was in my other house and I had my audio set up in the garage, and I just finished wiring everything up, and it was not like on my lunch break. And I checked my email, and I happened to have gotten a small bonus from my company.
Oh.
Like $500, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I just immediately went. Everything was wired up, and what I totally forgot about is my wife was doing remote teaching inside the house for a kindergarten class.
Oh, and yes.
What song am I going to play? And I searched through and I was like, oh, yeah, what about AC/DC Money Talks? And I went full tilt on that.
Mm-hmm.
And everything's just shaking. The walls are shaking. Everything's going. And
wife mutes class, comes marching through door, chucking
my
bottles.
Wife comes out in the garage. She had told her.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
That's what she said. What the fuck are you doing? I was like, I'm sorry. I just got $500. I'm excited.
The funny thing is, the kids didn't care about the AC/DC, but they got to hear their teacher say, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, that's fantastic. There was a lot of tiptoeing around with the stupid COVID school learning. I'm like, can you all sit somewhere where nobody can see the house? Ah!
Oh no!
Sorry.
Hey, melting. Right.
Blake, where do you live?
Oklahoma City. Which is, yeah, I spend about a third of the year in Oklahoma City, and then I spend 2/3 going to college in Stillwater.
Florida?
So
Stillwater, Oklahoma.
Oh, is it Stillwater, Florida? Where do you go to school?
That's really close to Kicker, though.
Yeah, I live about 10 minutes from Kicker, down to Oklahoma State University.
Oh, OSU.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, Kicker's a bucket list one, man. I thought, like, what was
Oh,
it?
yeah.
Last year,
so cool.
They had the
3 years ago, they were going to have the OSS meet.
Yeah, and that's like I had it all planned out. She was in Utah that weekend. It was going to work out great. You go do you. I'm going to go do me. Then it had to get canceled from the COVIDs.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, I was about to go face to face on some Derek and some hi-fi, and I was about to be right there in the parking lot at Kicker, so I could at least go get some of that Kicker love coming in.
Yeah. I had a full business trip lined up so I could get paid by the company. I was going to stop in, coming out of the Northwest, I was going to stop in Boise, Idaho, Denver, Colorado, and Salt Lake City, Utah. And then by the time I got to Salt Lake City, I'd just take personal time, and then get down to Stillwater.
Yeah.
Spend a couple days and then turn around and come back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was
That's what Bob is planning on doing. He's trying to get a company trip when Andy's going to be at Kicker.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. See if he can run into the two of us.
Nice. Where is everybody at this weekend? Where is Andy at? Where are these people at?
Andy's at a different show, I believe. They were not too far, and then Scott and them were I think it was a 3-hour trip for them, wherever they were going. I don't know.
Andy's tire blew out?
Yeah, well, no, a friend of his, I believe, somebody that they were rolling with, their tire blew out. But where are we at?
Yeah, it's whatever it is. It's probably the spares buried under some fourth order, right? With 415s in it.
Yeah.
You search these people?
Yeah, because I couldn't remember who the hell she was, and she was talking to me at the gas station like we were friends. I was like,
that Anna Marie.
oh boy.
Okay. No big deal.
No, yeah, I don't know where.
Nobody knows where they
You got walkie-talkies for no.
He doesn't know. They went somewhere. They went somewhere with
Time to Shine. Time to Shine 10. Car and Truck Bike Show. And where's it's not.
We just don't have that many shows
That's,
around.
oh
here.
yeah, that's Dalton, Georgia. So yeah, that makes plenty of sense because I mean, if you're in the middle of Georgia, you can't make it out of Georgia within 3 hours.
True.
Yeah.
Such a big fucking man. I'm afraid to pass the Mississippi.
Mm-hmm. Well, the problem with Georgia is that it takes longer to get from. If you're on like the west side of Atlanta, it takes longer to get to the east side of Atlanta than it does to get out of the state.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I've gone down to Florida a few times, and I'm a road trip guy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh!
What's her daughter? Okay, carry on.
And no, you're not gonna scan me while we're doing a show. You can do that in the living room, doing your proof
I like to
searches.
steal his phone.
But from Grand Rapids all the way down to like the Georgia line.
Mm-hmm.
Or the Georgia line?
No.
Georgia line.
No. And then once you hit Georgia down to South Florida, it's like you've gone through state after state after state. Like you get some Michigan, maybe a little Indiana and Ohio, or just straight through Ohio, Tennessee, Kentucky. Boom, boom, boom. You're going through these states like, oh yeah, we're making. You hit Georgia, and all of a sudden you got 6 hours.
Yeah.
Southbound. Then you hit Florida, you're like, we're finally here. No, the fuck we ain't. No, we are not. You still got like 7 hours to get down to where you're freaking trying to get to, down by Naples or freaking Lauderdale or something like that. It was just,
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Yeah, one
a
time.
few times. It's crazy. Just
I have a friend who lives in Orlando, so the two of us did a road trip from Orlando to Stillwater in like 2 days, basically. Took a break in Arkansas.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was a lot of driving. I had to go through Atlanta, which was awful.
Oh, we were in not last year. Yeah, it was last year.
2021, yeah. It was
Yeah.
last spring break.
So last year we go down to Destin, Florida.
Mm-hmm.
And there was some inclement weather that was passing through, like about 3 days. I think we were there. We had a week there, and we were about 3 days in.
No, we had completed 4 days. It was like our day 5 and 6, and we were like, it's supposed to rain the whole time.
Like there was
here.
supposed to be some horrible weather coming through. I mean, like, God rest her soul, somebody actually passed away due to whatever crap weather came through there. They got hit pretty hard. So I'm like sitting there like, nah, I'm not sitting in this freaking room for the next 3 days just waiting to load up in the rain and go back home. She gets on the interwebs and finds something on the other coast. And just from Destin over to the Atlantic coast, we were in the car like all damn day.
Going up through Georgia was like totally different because you could bypass Georgia when you're over in the Panhandle and go like up the side and go up, but coming from the east side and then hitting Georgia, I was like, what? And it took us like.
But we hit this amazing restaurant there.
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere in Georgia.
Because there was some crap. We were like catching this remnants that hit the Panhandle and was going up through Georgia. Still, like 2 days later, when we were on our way home, and we hit this restaurant, she was like, "Oh no, like crap weather's hitting. It's pouring rain, like in these little pockets." And we were all hungry. We stopped at this place, man. They had such good food.
Giant turkey legs.
Oh yeah, I got a turkey leg, Cajun
like
turkey
rice.
leg. Like, oh my god.
The big one?
Yeah, the big one, and they're
Oh
split
yeah,
open.
massive smoked turkey leg, and it was huge. in a bed of rice with all sorts of veggies and
Sausage.
Cajun seasoning. The thing's stuffed with stuff. Oh man!
See, we base everything on eating.
Yeah, everything's gonna be a food reference.
Mhm.
Yeah, we just looked up on Yelp, and it was only like 5 minutes off the highway, and it ended up that the owner was there, and we had on our like high school shirts or something, and he was like, "Oh, I went to school there." We're like, "No, you didn't." He's like, "Yeah, in Michigan, Grand Rapids. Like, I'm from there, and I moved down here and opened this restaurant." We're like, "What in the actual?" So yeah, that was it. Babe,
what's up, dog?
I'm tired, man. I'm really gotta keep blinking my eyes open.
Well, we're just hitting that hour mark. So
I look like a crazy dog.
that's a reasonable number, right? Or no?
Yeah.
Actually, we're an hour and a half, right?
No, babe,
No.
we started at 9.
9:30.
Oh my gosh, we started at 9. Blake
Okay,
and I have
so
both told you.
We're right at that mark then.
I just booked what? I just completed 62 hours of work this week, and I am dying.
And then a lot of sun today.
And then I have to start work again tomorrow. One more week, though, guys. One more week of 60-hour work weeks, and I am done.
That would be nice.
What do you mean done?
I have 40-hour clinicals in the summer only. And then in the fall, it goes to school. And then I have clinicals Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but they're only 8-hour days. So it's much better.
Nice.
So my work week, I mean, I really only work 20 hours a week, but I slave labor 40 hours a week for free. It's great. It's fantastic.
For education, not
for
free.
Educational purposes. Sorry,
Cool.
I cut off of. Just kidding. I love it. I love it so much. If I was getting paid, it would be great, but I am not, and therefore my soul is being sucked out of me. And I am completing 8 weeks next week, and then I get 2 weeks off.
That's cool.
Party like a rock star. I have to pee.
All right.
Yeah, I've got 2 more weeks at duty for the summer, and then heading back into school. But
Awesome.
2 more weeks.
yeah, for the summer.
Yeah. What kind of? How long is the program? What are you? How long are you doing that?
Doing what?
Are you doing an internship?
Till I graduate.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. They don't have like a specific internship program. I just went there and was like, "Can you hire me?"
Nice.
Yeah.
Let's knock on the door. Tell me you want to,
Yeah.
Like, what do you got? What do you got coming up for classes?
Thermodynamics, fluid dynamics. I'm trying to get Matt Sci in there. Strength of materials and dynamics, and also a strength lab.
Yeah, cool. How many credits? That sounds like a lot of credits.
16?
16? Okay. Yeah.
16 credits. It's gonna be hell.
Yeah.
Because those are all like tough engineering classes.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Yeah, but I'll hopefully survive.
Speaking of engineering and materials, I'm hoping, David, you might be able to talk me off the cliff on this one. But they're just finishing up building a house across the street, getting a new neighbor. And I'm kind of looking out my window, and they just got done pouring a big concrete patio. I so much just want to go over there at dusk and just stick my hand right in that. Would that be funny?
I have a very hard time telling you to not do that but you got to act fast. Concrete sets up pretty quick.
All concrete needs a fingerprint, a handprint, or some form of print.
I don't know. Depending on how many I've had, I'd probably do like the butt cheeks and I was here.
my problem is I'm still hobbled up in this boot. and it's
but they probably just tear it out. Seriously, I mean, if it's like a new development thing, it'd be fun, but they wouldn't leave it there. They'd probably just chop it all out and
re-pour
the slab.
Out. No, they wouldn't.
Yeah, they would. If
Nobody
it was
would do that
on a patio.
No.
If it was an aspirin, they definitely would.
If it wasn't the homeowners,
okay.
An aspirin,
yeah. But if it was a hand or finger,
no. No, a finger, no. A hand, they'd be like, seriously? Who the hell came here?
David.
Fuego's out there.
Fuego's butts.
They'd probably just chop it out, especially if it's a new development. They'd probably be, I mean, like, if you were the homeowner and you were paying for all of this stuff, and you're like, oh yeah, when they're pouring the slab for the patio, y'all better send me a text message because we're gonna be there. So as soon as they're done brushing and all that crap and edging and all that, we can throw our hands in it because we want a family memory at our new forever home.
See, the timing's perfect, David. The crew is still sitting over there where they're just still doing some finishing work.
Oh shit! I'm like totally off. You're like 8 o'clock there. 7 o'clock.
It's 7 o'clock right now. So
oh my goodness! So yeah,
they're tending to it, working it, and they're gonna leave here pretty soon. And then it's gonna get
dusk. Do it. And just take a picture and do it.
I'd say to be nice and maybe not do like a full-fledged. No, I mean, if it was going to be left there, no, I'd go drop my ass in straight up concrete. But you have to hurry up and get home, rinse it off. Especially if you have sensitive skin, rinse that shit off right away because it will burn the living crap out of you. But no,
calcium oxide.
Maybe just a light handprint, maybe not something that's got depth.
But let them know you were there.
Yeah, but they're gonna chop the whole.
They're not. I guarantee.
All right, let's test the theory. Go shove your hand right in that fucking concrete and see if they're over there pouring another slab next week.
They don't got the time, energy.
I'd wear a rubber glove just in case forensics have gotten way better these days.
I have some of those gloves from.
What you need to do is you need to find some like random raccoon or something and just put those all over it.
That'd be fun. Hurry up and chuck a handful of freaking ground beef in the center of it. And
see what happens. What you would try?
A ton of raccoon and possum prints all over the place. Oh, they probably sell it off as textured.
Yeah.
I bet
that's a wilderness pattern.
Yeah.
There's a green belt here. I bet there's critters there. If I put some sort of chunk of meat out on that thing, something would be out there. Yeah.
You should totally do it and then set up a camera.
I find it very hard to
need something to watch.
To resist putting your hand in concrete.
I know.
There's something so hard to resist because, I mean, if it stays for a while. Like, if they don't change it by next week, it'll be there years from now. Which would be funny because you can sit there with your guests being like, oh, yeah, their patio's got my handprint in it.
So I've got to use my right hand because my left hand, I broke my finger when I was a kid. So if you can see,
they're different lengths.
I got a stubby finger.
Yeah, you do.
Hey,
that'll be
a giveaway. They'll know it's you. They'll trace the stubby hand.
Throw them off and do like half of one hand and half of the other and be like the 6 finger
6 finger man
with 2 thumbs. two opposing thumbs on the same hand.
Pterodactylism.
And then you probably got some dude in your community with 2 thumbs like sticking out. And they're like, "Nah, it's you, motherfucker."
My bad.
We'll see. my wife's not here to stop me. So I mean, that's the only way I could actually be able to do it.
Do it. I am encouraging this.
Yeah, you need to put that coffee down and grab a couple more of them Miller Lights or Bud Lights or whatever those lights were.
Yeah.
Do it. Go.
Look at her. He's just
turn your camera. Let's watch you go. Come on, let's do it.
You can't have footage and witnesses.
No, they're still there. They got the long thing on the pole. You know, they're doing this thing on the slab. You know, but it looks like they're rinsing their tools off. Right? That means they're almost done.
Yeah. Well, the fact that your guys are still working there at 7 o'clock at night is shocking. Our guys are done at like 3. Yeah. We're getting our whole road redone, and it's like right after lunch they work for like an hour and then they're gone. Fridays, noon, done.
Oh, they came through here and tore everything up, and then they didn't show back up for a week.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
They were balls to the wall. Like literally ripped up like 1.5 miles of, or maybe 2 miles.
No,
all the way down to East Paris.
That's a mile. I've run it.
Yeah, and no, not all the way down to East Paris.
Yes, that's not even that's almost a mile.
Okay, so anyways, they tore up all the sidewalks, all the curbs, ripped them all out, dumped them all in our trucks, hauled it out of here, and then they disappeared for a week. I was like, wow, just left that shit just sitting there, just tore up, and then they did make their way back around. They got a curb over there.
They're taking forever. It's forever. It's going to be
a slow process.
Forever. I'm so excited.
So I had to park my freaking camper at my boss's house out at his property.
Yup. It's how it goes. Construction time in the summer.
Yeah, that's our local flower is the
orange parking cones,
pylons, or barrels, whatever you want to call them.
That never fix anything, no matter how hard you try. Every summer, same spots over and over again. Dude,
well,
your cigarette is blowing in my face, and I'm gonna.
Well, let's switch seats.
No, that was not the solution.
Yeah, it is because the fan's blowing this way.
Switching fans. Okay. It's better. This was supposed to be my side. It's all kinds of confused.
That's what was throwing me off.
Yeah, you're that side. I'm this side.
It all makes sense now.
Mm-hmm. It's unfortunate. We have to keep to our sides.
Yeah.
And stuff. And then I don't have to smell a cigarette blowing in my face.
Gross. Yeah, we're over an hour, guys.
Yeah, I certainly appreciate the live stream. So,
yeah, man, I appreciate you joining in, Blake.
Thanks for showing up, Blake. Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Nice to meet
you too.
Always fun to shoot the shit. Take it easy. You guys have a great weekend. I'm sure I'll be shooting the shit with you on someday.
Someday I won't be tired. Probably not.
Chat somewhere next week.
Yeah.
Take it easy.
Not next weekend. Next weekend he is ocupado.
Well, not next weekend. I said next week.
Okay, but I know what
there's multiple streams throughout the week.
No, listen, you will walk around San Diego with your earbud in, and look, I'm 3 hours behind. I can watch in the middle of the afternoon now.
Oh, no, great! Holy fuck! I didn't even think about that, bro.
I don't ask for much.
All these things pop on at 5:30 my time out here.
That's horrible. It's right at the worst time.
We gotta move to the West Coast.
No.
It drives my nuts. My wife.
Drives my nuts wife.
my wife nuts.
Holy shit. That is the best.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's great. Yeah. That would. That's the only nice thing about it here is that it's later and I'm like, okay, I'm done with the day. Go ahead, go listen, whatever. I don't care.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But when we're out somewhere and he puts his freaking earbud in, we're camping and we're having this romantic night on the beach and he's got his headphones in listening to Scott. And I'm like, what are you doing? We're literally have one weekend together. And he's like, but I'm just listening.
Yeah, I didn't engage a whole lot. I just listened.
He will not be on this weekend. If you see him, tell him to get off the stupid live stream and be with your wife in California.
California is the worst state ever.
That's it. Peace out.
Take care, everybody.
You got to help me close this out. Don't run. All right,
it's
man.
not the worst date ever.
You guys
Yep.
take it easy. Have a good weekend.
Bye, guys.